Okay, I hereby call this meeting to order. First order of business is to have our roll call.
John Arend.
Here.
Mark Arnold.
Here.
Whitney Hall. Here. Cody Haney.
Here.
Marvin Cusick.
Here.
Eddie Mack. Here. Cole Ream.
Here.
Don Roberts. Here. Everybody's present.
Okay, we have a quorum. And the first item of business is consider approval of the minutes of the regular Metropolitan Area Planning Commission meeting of December 19th, 2016. You all had a chance to look at those? If so, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll motion to approve.
A motion to approve, and I have a second. All those in favor, aye.
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed? That motion carries.
Have a couple announcements, if you allow me to make those, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, Chris.
Late in the afternoon today, we got a call on item 4.1, and the applicant asked to have that removed from tonight's agenda. And we also got a call from the applicant on item 6.1 and asked that to be removed. That will come back to you in February with those two adjustments to the agenda. And I would also like to lift up and remind the commission that we are meeting the fourth Monday in February. That's February 27th. And once we're past February, then we're back to the normal every third Monday of every month. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chris. With that being said, we will drop down to item 4.2, which is to consider a rezoning for property described as lots 13 to 15, Block 1, Walker's Second Edition, located at 719 North Grant, or Jerry Holding, from R4 Residential, which is duplex or two-family dwelling, to C3 General Commercial District. Chris?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This slide in front of you just is an excerpt out of our newly adopted comprehensive plan 2 years ago, Enid and Vision Enid. And this particular part of our city is designated in the land use category as a traditional neighborhood district, which encourages housing types of all kind. I did note in my background to you that even though it is in there, the proposed site is right across the street from existing commercial zoning, and you'll see that in my next slide. So we always want to look at our comprehensive plan to see if rezonings are in accordance with the plan, and we believe it is. Here's the area. We've got Chestnut there at the top. You can see the site that we're considering this evening is outlined in yellow, and there's Grant Avenue, and the commercial I talked about, you see that on the west side of Grant. So even though it's a traditional neighborhood designation, the request falls within an established commercial district, and then there's commercial also to the east of this property. My next slide, just a little bit tighter picture of it. And then my last slide, simply, we want to talk about the infrastructure. And in this case, we have a 10-inch water line in Grant. We have an 8-inch sanitary sewer along the south side of the property and the east. And my engineering department has analyzed this. Both water and sewer are adequate for the proposed rezoning. Our fire marshal has looked at it as well, and they're in support of the rezoning. When we looked at the street. It's not the desired 27-foot wide paving. It's approximately 20 foot, and my engineering department lifted that up, is that the current Grant Street construction is not up to commercial standards as if we were doing a new road today. So, but we do have commercial on this. Are there any questions?
Is that a house just to the north of that, in the lot to the north of it?
Looks like there's two.
I believe it is. Yes.
Has there been any comment from those owners at all, or?
No, we've had no protest. All owners within 300 feet of the property have been notified, and we have had no negative comments.
So would the house that appears to be frontage on Chestnut be within that 300-foot?
It should be. I can verify that. I don't have my 300-foot list with me, but it's in my office.
Let's see. Yes, I do.
Do you?
No, I'm sorry, I do not. No, I do not.
I can check that, though, if you want me to, Commissioner.
We'll probably go get it. Need to.
Just concerned if they're not aware, that puts them on a complete commercial street at that point.
Everybody within 300 foot was notified, and that list of those owners comes to us from an abstractor. In this case, it was surety. But if you would like, we can pause and we can tell you whether it was in 300 feet or not. Do you want to know?
If they've been notified, that would do it for me.
It could be useful to
Yeah,
know.
Just eyeing it and knowing
You go
how
check.
long the block normally is going to be, I would say, in my opinion, that the north line is probably within 300
Carl will be
feet
back in a few minutes, and we'll have that
south
answer.
of their property. So,
If they're notified and there's no
and I believe they
protest, then
own, I think they may own more than just where the house is. I think they own possibly that lot. So it's probably within 150, 200 feet, I would guess, just by looking at the map.
Are there any other questions while we're waiting that I can answer? Is there anything you wanted to add, Mr. Holding? Okay, well, we'll just take a short recess here, and we'll have the answer for you. I'll see if I can help, Carl.
Side of that thing.
because, I mean, right now you have a solid strip that connects from Chestnut down. Turning it into a U shape, it just feels like it.
I would say that this area, the projects that have been done there in the past few years have improved the area. We haven't seen any nasty ramshackle kind of stuff put up. And I know the kind of stuff Jerry builds, and it'll be,
Yeah, it's not gonna be a salvage yard right in somebody's backyard.
Yeah, it's like 750.
the location doesn't lend for hot traffic, heavy retail or anything like that, so.
I guess. I think we'll be outside of it.
Well, I mean, as long as the required owners have been notified, there's no protest.
Okay. What's the cross street over here? I did not get it out of my picture. Did I lose it?
Last year, they, for 88.
Which one's Chestnut?
Chestnut's out this way.
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vastly expanded the sidewalks.
I was trying to figure out where this was at.
Yeah, UPS is like right here.
Okay.
This is a, legally vacated, but that's a vacated. Stuff south of it is.
Yeah.
Can't screw it up too bad. Here we go. Chestnut.
So we
And so you've got UPS right up here.
By the last name, I wonder if it's,
yeah.
Got Christ as
but you have a
Okay, we've got.
gas station right across the
The other side,
Yeah,
correct.
it's gas
We've got some stuff over
Yeah.
here that's.
Pardon?
unless he's having more issues with flooding.
Yeah,
I mean, this is consistent with.
yes.
But even then, that went
Nobody's going to build a new house there.
Yeah.
station.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, it's too far off.
Where's that pet?
That's going to be,
Is this it?
we have,
That's the pet place?
and then this is
Storage right beside it.
storage.
Okay,
This is just all vacant.
okay.
And see, these folks, I believe, own
This is Groom Closet?
at least this, if not all the way. I'm not so sure that's not two family members.
Okay. Well, everything around here, I mean, C3, C2,
You know, this one,
This guy's selling it.
I mean, that's just
Apartments.
Yeah,
next position.
Oh, that's part of the, like,
One of those guys.
I don't know
Not
if
be
it's
very organic.
grandmother, aunt,
So,
uncle, cousin. if I remember right, there's some relation around there.
Yeah.
Hey, I have the information. The answer is yes, but not for the reason you thought. The house from here, 300 feet is roughly about right here. So it's beyond the 300 foot. However, the same property owner owns this.
Yeah.
It was within 300.
Yeah.
So they did get notice.
Okay.
Okay.
There's also a sign posted, right?
Yes, sir.
So
And it's
anybody-
published in the local newspaper too.
As long as everybody was notified and there were no protests, I move to approve it.
Okay?
So I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion to approve and a second to approve the rezoning of that property we just mentioned from let's see, let me make sure I got it right, from R4 residential to C3 general commercial district. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And it looks like that was unanimous.
Thank you.
Okay, with that being said, and with the other two cancellations, the only other thing that we've got is item number 12, which is adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
And a second. I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? We're adjourned.
Well, that was short work. Good job.